What's up, fellow knife nuts? Today I'm just going to do a little short video for you here of one of my newest acquisitions. This is the James brand Barnes. Something a little special, a little different for me. So this is an integral knife, meaning that instead of a sandwich design with two billets of titanium, it is one solid billet of titanium with a channel construction of one piece, meaning that this is precision built. There's a lot more room for error. These are a lot more expensive to produce, and they're predominantly made overseas, i.e. made in China, through Riat, We Knives, and things like that. This knife is actually manufactured by Riat Knives for the James brand. So we can get into all that on another video maybe, but like I said, I'll try to keep this one relatively short. So we'll get this out of the way first thing. These knives are very, 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 very expensive, and a lot of people say they're overpriced, and I kind of agree with that to an extent. And by an extent, I mean is you're getting what you pay for in this knife, like entirely for sure. Like there's no question in my mind that this is an extremely well-made knife, but for the price, there's a lot of competition out there. Like you're stepping into some Shirogorov territory, like some extremely nice knives. So I did buy this secondhand from somebody in one of my knife groups. Let me open it up here. You guys have been staring at it closed for a while. So it came pretty mint. I mean, there is some minor cosmetic wear, like some of the black finish is obviously starting to wear off in some places a little bit. Most of it is just like little sweat and things on there, like that glistening and whatever on there. It's fairly minty fresh, honestly. But yeah, I got this knife for way under retail. Sorry, my dog's just having a little bit of a heyday over there. But to be real, I paid under $300 US for this knife, just under. So I got a good deal on this. But they normally retail for about 600 US and about 880 Canadian. So I paid 400 Canadian for this knife from someone in a group, and yeah, they definitely gave me a wicked smoking hot deal, and I can't fault them for that at all. Because yeah, and I am getting a new backspacer and some new hardware and stuff like that from James brand. I actually emailed them, and yeah, they were nice enough to send some stuff over for me. Well, they will be sending it over shortly. It's in the mail right now. But as far as fit and finish on this knife go, top notch, like absolutely top notch. There are no screws holding this thing together except for your pivot screws and the pivot lock, I guess, on the other side. And then you have all your bearings and your stuff on the inside there, but you just have to undo this and undo that. And that all pops out relatively easy. The only other screw is actually, if I can get it to sort of focus, on the inside. I don't think it's going to focus, but right underneath where the clip is there's a screw that goes in there. You undo that, and that pops up. Those two holes are actually for a lanyard, but you're not going to get 550 paracord through there. You might get a leather strip or something of that line, like something really thin you can get through there, but you have to take the clip off to do that. So some of the details of this knife quickly. I can't get the lighting. Maybe if I can turn on my flash here. Try to turn off my nose. No, let's do it with my other hand. You guys don't care. So it's got a little bit of anodization on the inside, which is kind of cool, but I'll give you a look of how that is with the channel construction, nice and smoothly done. It is a bit dirty because I do carry this and use it. Turn that off now, but you can see the screw a bit better too as well. What is another really nice detail is see how they've sort of taken the milling and put in this flat sort of smooth area right underneath the pocket clip so it doesn't snag onto your jeans or whatever material pants that you're wearing, which is really nice because this is really easy to get in and out of the pocket. It has a sort of vapor honed blade on the bevel area going up to the flats in a satin, looks to be a hand rub satin finish with the James brand logo there. Don't really care for the logo, but I mean whatever. It does have thumb studs with milling around them. As you can see, it's like a step construction. They are kind of in the cutting path, which is slightly annoying, but I mean, I'm just going to give this a little wipe here quick on my pants. It is slightly annoying to have those in the way, but doesn't really bother me. It does have a crowned spine, sort of raised up past the thumb stud here into the jimping, so you do get a really nice place for your thumb, right where your finger sort of falls into here, right over the lock bar, so you do get a secure grip. There is no over travel stop, I do believe, because the clip acts as such. Just the way this is made, it doesn't really require it as such. There's a hardened steel lock bar insert, of course, in there with your ceramic detent ball right there, if you can see it. It is chamfered nicely all around the blade. Everything, every single corner and edge of this knife is rounded, except for maybe parts of the clip. But yeah, there's not a lot of square edges on this knife. Certain, like maybe right here, I guess. But yeah, everything is chamfered and milled extremely nicely. I love the diamond-like texture on here. They do sort of make it slightly less slippery, I guess, but I mean, regardless, sorry, I have a bit of a cold. If this knife is wet, it's gonna slide around a bit in your hands. I think they have a micarta version, but I'm not big on inlays, especially if I'm getting an integral knife, right? I'm not super huge on that, but I love the details of the back of this knife. It's absolutely awesome. Just look how rounded that is and how nice that DLC finish is on the titanium. I know it's going to wear off and look a little bit funky, but like I say, this is a user knife, so I don't care. And I'm going to probably anodize all those areas purple and sort of give this a gasoline or pearlescent sort of oil finish to it. Oil slick, I guess you would call, sorry. I've been feeling really rough for the last 2 weeks. But all in all, this has become sort of a top dog in my folder collection. It's absolutely wicked. The lighting's a lot better right here. I'm sorry about that, guys. Like I say, I just kind of wanted to throw this out there quick. So if you can find one of these used on the secondary, I would highly recommend picking one up. If you're going to pay full price for it, you're probably still going to be satisfied with it. You're probably going to maybe make a bit of extra money, and you don't mind blowing a little extra cash on a knife. Treat yourself. Maybe you have rich relatives and you have a birthday coming up. Maybe you just really like spoiling yourself on cool knives. Maybe you just really want a well-made integral knife. But like I say, there are other options out there. There's probably a lot nicer options out there for the price. But this is what I wanted, and I happened to find a really good deal on it, and I'm really happy with it. I love the milled pocket clip. You get your little, it's supposed to be a geometric arrowhead. I know it kind of has like a geometric fox sort of look to it or something. That's what I thought it was at first, was like a little geometric fox. I thought that was really cool, but yeah. So I guess we're already at 8 minutes, so I'll break into this a little bit of a discussion about this knife. Essentially, the James brand, they're sort of targeted at people who aren't necessarily knife people, and I say that in like air quotes, because they make a product with every single factor in mind. Yes, the knife is made extremely well, but they advertise it to people who might not already be in the knife community, which is kind of cool. So we're getting people into the knife community, but the price for the product, it's sort of aimed at people of a certain, I want to say, caliber. I mean, if you've never bought a knife before, or really been into knives, and this is your first knife purchase, and you pay retail for this thing, I think maybe you might have skipped a few steps, but I mean, sure. I'm not one to judge, and I'm not going to go out there and say, chirp a company for their marketing strategies. I mean, clearly they're doing something right, because these knives are selling. Some of them are sold out in certain places. Like, you can't get the black one on Thunderbird Gear, which is a Canadian retail site. So clearly people are buying these. I don't know what to say about the whole controversy thing and the China thing, because personally, I think the Chinese OEM are pumping out the best made knives in the world right now. Yes, it sucks for people who want USA made products or Canadian made products. I understand that tenfold. You want a product made where you are from your country, from the people that are your neighbors, so you can support them. I totally get that. But as someone who just really, really likes knives, I don't really have much of a preference. And sorry, but I don't live in America, and we don't have as many knife makers or designers and things like that here. We do have a few, but when it comes to the amount that you guys have down in the States, yeah, you guys have way, way more options. So it's kind of take what you can get up in Canada, especially with the difficulty through importing knives and CVSA. Like, that's kind of why my channel's taken such a dive on the whole knife thing. Like, I started out on collecting folding knives, and then it just became harder and harder. But yeah, that's a topic for another day, and I'm kind of just rambling on now. I'm sorry about my saturation here. I'm still using the same phone. I spend all my money on these damn things before I buy other things that I need, because I'm an irresponsible adult who shouldn't have adult money. Anyways, that's also another topic for another day. But whatever. If you've stuck around this far, then I don't know, man. You have some horrible taste in... No, I'm just joking. But you're a doll and you're a gem, and I love you and I appreciate you, because this is something I enjoy doing. I love talking about knives. I love playing with knives, and I love flicking knives. Love cutting with knives. Just love knives. I love the action on this thing. As you can tell, there's no specific direction on how this video's gone. You know, like, I didn't have it organized in detail or anything, but whatever. Right? Who cares? I'm not used to thumb studs. I'm getting pretty good at it, I think. Definitely operates a lot more, takes a lot more thought into it than just grabbing onto a flipper tab, right? Like, I can fail this knife if I'm not trying. See, right there I failed. But yeah, in a tense situation, this wouldn't be my first choice, just because of that. I'd rather a fixed blade. But yeah, if you're in the market for an integral knife, you've either got cash to blow, or you can find this on secondhand. This is a great little EDC. I absolutely love this thing, and yeah, I can't wait to maybe do some custom ammo and stuff like that on it. So thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend, and you guys had a good 4th of July and a good Canada Day. I know everyone's been celebrating with family and that, so I wish you all the best of health, good finance, and good everything. I just wish you the best, honestly. I know things have been tough the last few years for everyone, so hopefully this year's a turnaround for you and your loved ones. And if you don't have any loved ones, I hope that you're focusing on yourself and know that you're still a valuable person and that you're loved, and that sometimes being alone can be good for you. So just know, just because you're alone doesn't mean you're not loved. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Peace out. Thanks for the love, and thanks for watching.